Hello, this is the informational chat entitled All About the Required Home Study. I'm Dr. Berger, a psychologist and founder and director of a not-for-profit and fully licensed adoption agency, and I have been helping pregnant women, birth mothers, birth fathers, and adopting families in all 50 states for over 40 years. We have helped in all kinds of adoptions and have completed almost 900. Our agency has extensive experience with domestic and international adoption, as well as open and closed child adoption, as well as intra-state and interstate adoption. We will help you with adoption regardless of the state in which you reside. Now, about that all-important home study. A home study is more than just an assessment of your home. It includes, but is not limited to, a detailed assessment of each adopting person, including personal and professional histories and current status, their interests and hobbies, their finances, religious views, emotional and physical health, FBI and state police child abuse criminal record clearances, their marriage history, an assessment of any children they may have, their attitudes about adoption, about discipline, about birth parents, child rearing, their requirements for a birth parent child, and of course a tour and evaluation of their home and neighborhood. Many adopting persons look upon the home study as a threatening thing, and they are unnecessarily fearful since they view it as a challenge. The home study is not done to find fault with the family. It is done to help assess the fitness and suitability of the prospective adopting parents. It can also be used to help the birth parents know about the adopting people and can assure the birth mother and birth father about them as the future parents of the baby. A home study is required in all domestic and international adoptions. The only exceptions, depending on your state law, may be the adoption of a close blood relative or a step-parent adoption. Depending on the type of adoption you will be undertaking and the laws of your state of residence, a home study can be done by one of several sources: a court-appointed evaluator, a licensed social worker, an official of the state child welfare system, or a licensed adoption agency. There are advantages and disadvantages associated with each type of source. Based on my experience, unless you are doing a foster care adoption, I encourage you to have the home study done by a fully licensed, not-for-profit adoption agency. That way you can rest assured that your home study will be accepted in any state and you can avoid future problems. Typically, prior to the actual start of the home study, you will be asked to complete a detailed registration and/or application, including detailed background information. And, with the possible exception of a foster care home study, you will need to pay a fee. The cost for the home study can range from approximately a few $100s up to about $2,500, depending on who does it, the evaluator's travel time and cost to and from your home, and costs for your criminal record and child abuse clearances. Once all the background documentation has been reviewed, the home study evaluator will meet with the adopting persons, typically 2 to 3 times, visit the home and neighborhood, and then prepare a report that they should provide you with a copy or original of the home study, including findings, conclusions, and recommendations. In the rare case that you are not approved, almost all states have a system in place to handle your concerns. Regarding the tour of your home, the home evaluator will be looking to assure that your home is a safe living environment for a child. Typically, the evaluator will not be looking at your housekeeping skill or whether or not the dishes are in the sink or the beds are made, so you don't need to clean out the refrigerator, vacuum the floor, dust the windowsills. That is not what the tour is about. You also do not need to have the home child-proof, with gates on the stairs, plugs in electrical outlets, or locks on the cabinets. Child-proofing will come later, but the evaluator will probably ask you what you intend to do. You will need to take care of any obvious safety issues, like covers, fences, locks to a swimming pool, a sauna, etc., and you will need to have smoke detectors appropriately placed. Additionally, most states require that you have vaccinations for any pets kept up to date, and that guns or other weapons are kept in a locked area, and any ammunition is also kept locked in a different area. Let me digress for a very important issue. Prior to making a final decision on who will do your home study, take your time and review as much information as you want and call as many agencies or social workers that you want. Then, request an initial packet, but, and this is very important, do not send anyone any money until you call the state licensing authority to check on the people you are thinking of working with. Note that every legitimate licensed agency has such an authority, and advise you to never send anyone any money until you check with the agency's licensing authority. And if you choose an independent social worker, make sure to check with the State Social Worker Association to make sure they are licensed to do a home study, and that the home study will be good in any state that you are considering adopting from. Only after checking with the licensing authority should you send money, and only then begin the home study. Knowing the questions to ask the home study agency evaluator prior to the selection of the actual home study, and knowing the questions they will typically ask you, can help you be more comfortable with the process and reduce unnecessary worry. These questions will be addressed in a future chat, and you can find them now on a website that is shown in the description of this video. And once on the website, click on the right-hand button entitled Domestic Adoption. If you want more information about this or any other adoption issues, you are welcome to contact me or my staff at the number and or website address shown in the description of this video. My best wishes to you and to those you love.